Hi there YouTube, this is Maxwell back with a Max Wellness update. I kind of am doing the same video over and over again, just trying to get comfortable in front of the camera, just trying to figure out how to explain this in like just the most efficient way possible. So let's just get to it then. I found a way to fit an entire gym's worth of equipment in your backpack, enough gear to get a great workout anywhere you go, any time of the day. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so I put the heaviest things on bottom and the lightest things on top just to create a good center of gravity whenever I'm actually wearing it. So I keep all my different equipment categories wrapped up in 3 different bags. And then at the very bottom, I keep a couple wrist weights or ankle weights. Just nice, soft, really pliable Velcro weights. These are great for being able to combine a lot of movement in your workouts, so you can create a diversity for your body. So that's everything in the backpack. This is a military grade backpack. Has enough room for all my gym equipment, plus whatever else I need, from books for school to water bottles and whatever else. Great quality. It's the Army National Guard, I guess. If you're able to find that online, I definitely recommend it. It's super strong because this stuff gets pretty heavy. So like I said, we have the wrist weights in the bottom. These are great. These are a staple in any starter pack, I guess. All right. So this is my bag of equipment or accessories. Okay. So first I have a couple. They're originally like wrist braces, I guess, but they're pretty simple, and I found out that they make great padding for your hands. They protect your hands from, either the weights in the gym or the resistance bands themselves. The resistance bands get pretty big, and pressing against your skin, there can be a lot of force there. So it started tearing my hands up, and I found these make a great solution to that. And I have no problems. They're not uncomfortable like other gloves have been, for working out that I've used in the past. So they're Ace, they're a great brand. Have a couple handles. These can be used with resistance bands as we get into that. Of course, a jump rope, and then these 2 straps that can either be worn on your body, such as around your wrists, or your legs, or your ankles, or your head, or your neck, I guess, if you want to do some crazy neck workouts. They can also be anchored to like any object outside. So it's great for anchoring, your resistance bands to yourself, and also great for anchoring them to your environment. So these make it so you can add a lot of diversity to your workouts also. These are a must. These came with a set of resistance bands also. I've got them right here. And you'll see these are just an adjustable set with strong clips on either end. These are high quality clips. They're not going to break on you. The rubber themselves is high quality. The yellow one is a little weak, so I combined it with a loop resistance band, just to guarantee that it doesn't snap on me while I'm working out. Safety is, of course, the biggest thing here. You never want to get hurt trying to make yourself better. You don't want to go backwards, but you're trying to go forwards. So I have these, which came with the Victorum resistance band set, originally for your legs. It's great for explosive workouts when you're like running. I've worn them when I've gone on runs before, like a crazy person. I wore them when I'm like doing squats, or I'll like practice jumping. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. They make it so you can jump really high, run really fast. Fun to play around with. So next, I have just the simple resistance bands loops, and these are an absolute must for any beginner. These are going to be some of your most versatile pieces of equipment are these resistance bands. They're just amazing. So those are the clipped ones again. They came with 6 at 3 different resistance strengths. And once again, that's Victorum. That's the brand, and it's a great brand. The Velcro straps are very comfortable compared to any other Velcro strap I've used, you know, that have come with resistance bands. These are by far the highest quality. So I definitely recommend getting that. That was probably like the third or fourth resistance band item that I purchased. And but it's definitely a must at this point. I would not go with anything else. So we got the loops, as we said before. This one, it got a little tear in the side of it, so I went ahead and just cut the entire thing. And that's the beauty of resistance bands. Like if one breaks, for example, or gets torn up by your cat or whatever, it's alright because it's still a resistance band. You can still use it. You can still combine it with other resistance bands just to increase the overall stress on your muscles. And that's, one of the greatest things is wear and tear on resistance bands just creates more opportunity, if you will, rather than less. So yeah, these come in a set. I don't have all of them anymore because I've given a couple out to encourage other people to convert to the resistance band movement. Something that we really need to popularize here. So moving on with the accessories, I just have these little Velcro hoops. Alright, they're super simple. I just found them in random places or with other equipment, and I was like, oh, that'll be a great anchor. So that's another thing, is always keep your mind open to the possibilities with your collection, because you're not limited to like one type of equipment, or like these were a wrist stabilizer, but I saw that they could be a great palm protector, so keep your mind open to the opportunities that are around you. So these, I'll often combine these anchors just so in case one pops while I'm doing my lift, then the resistance band will get caught by the other one and not just hit me in the face, or in the back or wherever, because there's a lot of force in these bands, especially the bigger ones as we introduce those. Then lastly, what came with my handles and my other resistance bands is these carabiner clips, or carabiner clips. Sorry, I'm looking around a lot outside doing this. People probably think I'm crazy, but regardless, these are pretty high strength, high quality. These aren't gonna break on me ever, I feel like, but I do want to get some bigger, more high quality, more just sturdy clips. I feel like it's always appropriate to improve your equipment, maintain it, and upgrade it as you move on. So I'll be investing in some bigger ones of those. Alright, next we'll get into my most favorite category of resistance band, and that's the pull-up assistant band category, or that's what they're called, but I found that I rarely use them for pull-up assistance. And if you're a bigger guy or gal and you haven't done pull-ups in a while, you can't even imagine yourself doing a pull-up, these things are going to change that instantly. Literally, you take like this big green one or this purple one, or if you're strong enough, the red one, and you literally attach it to wherever you're doing your pull-up in the air, and then you loop it around your feet or your ankles or wherever on your body, under your butt, however you want to do it, and it just makes your pull-ups that much easier. This is probably like 10 pounds of resistance, between 5 and 10. This purple one's probably like 20 to 30 pounds. That would make you lighter. And this big green one, probably a 50-pound belt right here. This probably makes you 50 pounds lighter. You'd be doing pull-ups in no time. So even if you're a bigger guy, 300 pounds, you combine a couple of these bad boys, you're gonna be doing pull-ups. Like, you can do them today if you want to. It may seem far-fetched, but it's really not. You just have to put forth the effort in obtaining the equipment and put forth effort in the gym, and you're gonna find your results will come quicker than you think. So that's a general overview of most of my equipment. I also have this big along, just a simple rope of a resistance band, and I actually pulled this off of another piece of equipment which I bought at Goodwill, and I just liked how this was straight. So I'm going to be investing in some more just straight resistance bands that are stronger than this. This is one of the tube ones, and I don't like the tube resistance bands very much. I feel like those are the most likely to break on you. When I first started using these, that was the first one to break on me, and I feel like these thick bands are probably the way to go when it comes to style of resistance band. I feel like this purple one ain't never gonna break on me. This red one, I don't know. I push it sometimes. I push it to the limit, but I've never felt like this is gonna pop. I've never feared it at all. Okay? So another great thing to remember as we use our resistance bands is if you combine them, that just adds the strength together. X plus X equals, Y. Or X plus Y equals Z, more so. And now, that one resistance band that had 15 pounds of force in it right here, put two of them together, now that's 30 pounds of force on your body, wherever you want it. You can really put stress anywhere on your body with these. And it's really a beautiful thing. It really makes it really can add stress to any workout you're doing. Like, anywhere you go, you can, put some stress on your body real quick. And I say that, and it sounds weird, just put stress on your body, but that's what makes you look more defined. That's what increases strength, speed, stamina, health overall, is putting stress on your body in different ways. And these resistance bands are the best thing for it. Like, by themselves or combined with weights, these things are gonna make you better no matter what. Like, you can do this while you do anything, like while you're watching TV, while you're playing video games even. You can put these on your legs and, engage your legs and your core. You can do this while you're on a walk with your dog, on a walk with your kids. You can do this while you're sitting at work, You can do this on your breaks. Real quick, you just go into, wherever, go into the bathroom, I don't care. And stretch your body out a little bit, And it gives you a pump. It makes you feel better during the day. It's going to improve your overall quality of life, from your mental health, your physical health, your sexual health, your social health, your leadership. All of these different characteristics are going to be affected by the general health and strength of your body. So all you have to do is set your goals, create an environment that's going to help you achieve your goals. Packing all these in bags and putting this in my backpack, that's a part of my environment that I've chosen to create. And without that being a part of my environment, I would not be seeing the health improvements that I'm seeing, every day, week, month. And so you set your goals, you create an environment that's going to help you achieve your goals, and then in that environment, you create a series of habits, cues and habits, and rewards that are going to help form long-term habits that are going to be the backbone of your life. Your physical health and everything we just mentioned is created by your habits. The decisions you make, or not even the decisions, because habits aren't decisions. Habits are something your body just forces you to do because it knows how to respond to a certain cue. So you have a cue, such as waking up, for example. So when I wake up every day, that's my cue. My habit is brushing my teeth. And then after brushing my teeth, I have a nice ice cold glass of water. And that's super refreshing and a great feeling every morning. And that's what encourages me to brush my teeth. I'm like, oh, I don't want to drink this nice cold water until I have a nice fresh mouth. And that's just one simple example. And once you can get to the point of getting home from work, cues you to go work out, which cues you to go bathe, and then after you bathe, you're hungry, so you go eat a healthy, balanced meal. Your food is your reward for your bathing. Your bathing is a reward for your working out. Your bathing is a cue to eat, and then your eating is essentially the final reward. but you see how you line up a series of cues, habits, and rewards, and they all play that role for each other? That's when you're going to start seeing results in your life and just your patterns daily. You're going to say, wow, I really have built a great pattern of eating, bathing, and working out, which sounds simple, sounds like something that should be automatic, but it's really not, and it's really not something that we have emphasized as a top priority as a country, as a nation. You know, as a people, when we're talking about success, we don't talk about being super fit and being super happy. We talk about having stuff and living places and making so much money, and it's not about that at all. All of that will fall into place naturally if you take care of yourself and you invest in yourself on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level. Like, all of this is interconnected. All of this comes back down to you, and literally working out with these big rubber bands will elevate you. So this is just a general overview of all my equipment. This is all my equipment that I fit in my backpack, and I take this to work. I take this everywhere I go, literally everywhere I go, and I'll find a way to work out. I'll tie a resistance band to a tree sometimes and work out. You know, you can't think about what other people are thinking of you. You just have to embrace it, really. Like, people will see me doing this and they'll come up to me and be like, "Wow, dude, what are you doing? This looks wild. What's up with all this equipment?" You know, and it allows me to educate them as much as I can, as fast as I can, and try to get them hooked, put it in their hands, try it out. It's something that we as a nation, as, you know, a species, when we think getting fit, getting strong, we think going into the weight room and moving around, you know, these huge shiny metal rocks and pushing around a bunch of heavy stuff and putting, you know, extreme amounts of stress on your body. These weights and everything, they're good for you if you know how to use them, but they do put stress in your body in some ways that if you avoid with these resistance bands, it's going to be better for your body overall, less injury prone, and it's going to put more stress on your muscles than the weights do. The weights are just what we, you know, think of as the typical vector towards, you know, being swole or being built or whatever. But that's just because we've commonized them so much. We put them in every single gym, but they take up so much weight. Think if we just replace them with these, because stress is stress. Like, if you have a resistance band that puts out 100 pounds of, you know, resistance, and you have a 100-pound dumbbell, it's the exact same thing to your body. Your body doesn't know the difference. In fact, the resistance band is going to be harder on your body because it's going to engage all of your small, tiny little balance muscles, and it's also going to eliminate momentum. And with all of those factors combined, that makes it more challenging for your body. And when I say more challenging, I mean better for you. It's going to make you bigger. It's going to make you bigger faster. So I'll just give a couple examples of exercises with these different pieces of equipment, and I'll talk about how you could incorporate them in the gym also, because the way I started was I was going to the gym for a while. I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. My diet, so-so, really mediocre, and some days I'd eat a lot, some days I wouldn't eat anything. And I'm still at that point, basically. Need to improve my diet. Need to really find a way to build a good habit, just a good system behind having a complete diet that's protein-packed, nutrient-packed, fiber-packed, all that good stuff. And but anyway, I was going to the gym, wasn't seeing results, and started watching YouTube videos about just different, you know, health-related topics. And I got into intermittent fasting, and then got into resistance bands, and that combination, it made me see results in my body in no time. Like, I've been going to the gym for months, doing all this weight and like moving all these weights around, and I wasn't seeing results. Like, I wasn't getting bigger, faster. Like, my chest, smallest, what I think is the smallest part of my body, basically, the part that I want to see improve the most or get, you know, bigger the fastest, I guess. And wasn't seeing any results with that in the gym at first. And so I just stopped going to the gym completely, and I invested in a couple pairs of resistance bands. And over the past couple months, I slowly but steadily built up a solid collection of equipment here, and now it's time to take it to the next level. So I started going to the gym again, but I don't just go and move the weights around. I go and I literally tie these resistance bands to the weights, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, about how that's going to maximize the effectiveness of the weights on your body, and the resistance bands also. So we'll kind of start where I started with the backpack store, and I have my wrist weights, right? I literally just walk in, I'll start my workout by putting these bad boys on. Like, these just add weight to whatever you do. So when you go pick up a 20, now it's a 25 or whatever. And also you just use them with body weight. Like, now your hands are just 5 pounds heavier. And the great thing about these is your hands are still free to find something else to stress yourself out. So we're constantly trying to stress our body out the most. And it sounds insane when you say it like that, but it really does, that's what it's all about. That has to be your mindset. You have to be creative. Doing the same thing every day is good, like working out every day is great. But doing the same workout every day is not. Doing the same exercises every day is not gonna yield you the best results. The best results are gonna come from diversifying yourself, diversifying your workouts. And these resistance bands are the most diverse things in the world. These are gonna make it so you will never get bored. You'll never be like, oh man, I'm just gonna do the same thing again today in the gym, because no, you can literally be creative. That's the beauty of this. The more creative you are, the more engaged you're gonna be. The more engaged you are, the better results you're gonna yield. You just have to form those habits, stay disciplined, keep the goals in mind. Know that you're gonna reach it, because we can all reach our goals. I'm still far from my goals, but I'm feeling better than I ever have before. And that's what it's all about. So I got my wrist weights on. I got my ACE bandages around my hands to protect them from these resistance bands that we're about to jump into. And so I'll usually start by taking either this purple one or that red small resistance band and just doing some stretches with it. These are great for stretching. Just fantastic. All right. I have to run for now, but we'll check in later with I think that was a pretty good run through of the equipment. Better than any other run through I've had. Shorter than any of them. Got off topic the least here. Showed you one little stretching move. Put on the resistance band. Just a bad example. But yeah. Next time we'll go over some more exercises. We'll play with some more of this equipment. We'll see if we can get into the gym. The past 2 days, nobody's been there to let me in. So, hopefully we find a way in. On YouTube. My zero views, 0 comments. Once again, my non-viewers, thanks for not watching. Have a great night, I guess. Nobody. Me. Hope I have a great night. And good night.